All right, it is. We just finished with a stunning third day of the Moth Worlds, and I have one of the architects of this championship here, Nigel Oswald, race chairman. How you doing, brother?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Finally got you on camera. You shooed me away working hard on your boat the last couple days, but everything came together today, didn't it?
It did. Yeah. No, I finally got the boat sorted out a bit better, and it was feeling better, and yeah. Put my lard to good use and had some good upwind speeds.
Well, we saw you round second or third in one race. Yes. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I was very chuffed. I'm a happy guy compared to yesterday.
And then you went on finished, what, maybe 8th or 10th in that race?
Yeah, it's like 12th. Yeah, I'm pretty slow downwind.
Well, that's all right, but
yeah.
12 in this fleet ain't bad.
No, I'm very happy. Well, it beats my expectations by a mile.
What about the conditions today? We had, solid 15s with gusts in the low 20s. Did you expect that?
No, I think we expected more than that. I mean, I think, as you know, we had the postponement up early, and it was talk about calling it for most of the day and then trying to run a couple of races later on in the day. And yeah, it was great. I think everyone was happy that we did actually get out there, and we thought about running one race, and the conditions are great, so we got all three off. So it's great.
You've been in the fleet now 2 or 3 years, right? Mm-hmm. What do you think about this as the culmination of sort of your time in the fleet in the States, and about where this class is going?
Yeah, I think this is fantastic. It's great to see. And I commented to some other guy yesterday. It was my sailing has generally sucked this regatta, but it's been really enjoyable watching it pan out and seeing the event being pulled off the way it has. I mean, everything has been really ideal. The weather wasn't great at the beginning, but the conditions have been amazing, and the racing's been amazing, and the narrow, the more narrow gorge area has produced just some really. It pushes
people together. And,
yeah, exactly. It causes people to tack a lot more, use the shifts more, rather than just hitting a corner.
Right.
And it's just made it a real spectacle, and it's been great to watch it unfold.
Well, now something that we almost never see, and it's been almost spontaneous, is more and more people each day out here on the edge of the cliff. Watching the action. What have you done to make that happen, and how can other people do the same thing?
Yeah, well, it's. I mean, a lot of that's been down to CGRA. So I'm sure if you've interviewed those guys, it'll be. They'll give you a bit more detailed info. I mean, from my perspective, we just made sure they were speaking to all the local communities. We had a news spot. We had a couple of news spots run in Portland. Obviously, 45 minutes away. Mm-hmm. And I've had a ton of people email me from the site or come up saying they saw it on the news in Portland, so they headed up here. And we just made sure the information's accessible on the site. We've encouraged people to be here. There's a grandstand up here, and just getting making sure the information's easy to find.
We just had like a random drunken woman roll through here looking for Team USA.
She's
Where's
not random.
Team USA?
She's not random. She's been here
really?
Every other day, and she doesn't stop talking. So not very random.
All right, I'll stay away from her then. So, Nigel, you're not local though.
No, I'm English, obviously, but I've lived in the States for like 7 years.
But you live in Seattle, don't you?
Island off of Seattle, San Juan Islands, Friday Harbor. So.
Right. Okay, that's right. So, how's the crab right now out there?
I don't eat fish.
Crab aren't fish, they're spiders.
I don't eat anything that's in the sea. It tastes horrible.
You live in an odd place for someone who doesn't eat seafood.
Yeah, it pisses my wife off knowing.
That's all right. It's cheap. You're a little cheaper than anyway. But how did you settle on CGRA to host this event? How did you pick it, and was there any other considerations?
No, there's no other considerations. Well, actually, there was. San Francisco was the one other consideration, but it was too extreme.
Right.
So we, I think on the West Coast, the critical mass in the US for this class is, it is the West Coast, whether that's a good or a bad thing.
Sure.
And we all just love it here. I mean, everyone in the class here loves it here. And if you speak
where else do you get 12 to 20 pretty much every day?
And you speak to any of these sort of classes, the 505s, the 14s, us 29ers. I mean, if you pick one place to go on the West Coast, it's the Gorge. And
yeah.
So,
one place in America, because there's nothing on the East Coast that rivals this.
Right, exactly. And San Francisco was a consideration, but really it was just going to be too extreme for boats like this.
And expensive and everything else.
Yeah. And these guys are friendly. It's local. It's easy, and the racing is just amazing. So
all right,
it was
so
no brainer.
And you are running the event. You're running the event site. You have your own blog, and then you also run the U.S. organization's website. Is that right too?
Yeah, pretty much.
Busy?
Kind of busy.
Yeah. What's the U.S. organization's website?
www.int-moth.us.
All right. So y'all check it out. Buy a moth. Go sailing, and maybe in a couple 3 years we'll have it back in the States again.
That sounds good to me.
All right. Cheers, Nigel.